My hat!
All right, so this is what we have. So if we look at the instructions manual, right, we're on bag 6, step 6. We've completed this section here, and now we're moving on to the shock tower. Here's the thing, those two little ear things, those are on bag 10. So they're not even in bag 6. You have to go to bag 10 for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab bag 10 and open it up and go ahead and remove those. So that's bag 10, and they are right in here. I'm trying not to take everything out. All right, keep that inside. All right, so bag 10, I'll set this off to the side. There they are, it's those two pieces. So go ahead and remove those, and if you could not find them, that's the reason why. Completely different bag. Why? I have no idea. That's a Team Associated thing. It's probably not just them. It's actually not just them. You should build it to me a kit. Those are fun. I'm kidding. All right, good. So we have the shock tower. Perfect. Now we have these little ears. We're gonna leave them there. Those are to protect everything. These little plastic bits, these go toward the from the rear forward, and they're going to snap right in those little holes. And your wing mounts are going to go right behind them. And that is all you do. This goes here. Now you need 4 20mm screws, and are these all the same size? I think they are, but let's see. All right, these are, yeah, they are all the same size. So these are your 20mm screws. You'll need 4 of them. And just driving it in enough so it doesn't fall out. I'll place the top one. And let's do the other one. Now you can drive them in, but just because of how I place this, I don't want this falling out, and that's the reason why I'm doing it this way. And we'll place this one here. Yeah, sometimes building kits like these, because not all the parts are in the bag, it always gives a feeling or a sensation as if one had lost a part, when in reality it's just in a different bag. I mean, Tamiya is like that. Many companies are like that. You know, I always talk about how great Techno is when it comes to their manuals and just sorting all the parts out. That's one of the easiest builds. Traxxas Stampede build was also very straightforward. So I don't understand why these are not. Now, they do say that there are revisions many times done to the manual, so maybe that's why. Maybe I should have just downloaded the online manual. Here we go. So you're gonna have the ear. The ear is going to go on the back. Now, for this one, I'm gonna go on 3. So from the top down 1. There we go. So I'll go ahead and hold to this. Now I'll set it here because I actually need some thread lock. That was a bit much. And that was way too much. All right. So now you grab these conical blue pieces And these are for the shocks. You're just gonna thread them on. You will need a 7mm driver, and then your 7mm nut driver, and then a 2mm driver for the backside. There's way too much compound. There we go. What? Did this just slip? Alright, here we go. 7mm. Alright, that looks like it's in the right place. Oh, I see, it was the plastic. That's what caused that illusion. For a second there, I thought this had slid on the shock tower, but it did not. It's just the plastic was sliding up. Alright, there we go. Shock tower looks good. I don't know why I said shock tower. Well, it is the shock tower. Perfect. So those are installed. Everything's installed. Now we can go ahead and install this on the transmission. So if we grab the transmission this way, this will go right in here, and this will give us the shock mounting position in the front of the arms. Now you can flip the entire thing, put these over here, and then you can have the shocks in the rear, but we're going to run the shocks in the front. So it'll go in here. Actually, it goes back here. So let me look at the manual. Something looks odd. Oh, interesting. It does go in the front, according to this. Barely any room. Well, here we go. So 12mm, these are the 12s. So we need 4. We're going to drive it in through here. So again, if you put the shock tower on the other side, you can have the shocks go in, be on the back part of the arms. You would just have to flip the arms. All right, good. And let's go ahead and grab this. Here we go. And once this 4th screws in here, I'm going to drive them all. Now for the top ones. I want to go back to the bottom. All right, and this should be the final tightening. At this point, I can go ahead and mount this on the chassis. I'll go ahead and grab this, just make sure you don't lose that little tiny rear bumper. And this will go ahead and seat here. 16 millimeter. These should be the 16s. They are. So 16 millimeter is going to go here in the rear. I'm going to go ahead and place that one first. Alright, that one's close. I'm not going to tighten it yet until this one's on. Then we're going to have 6 10 millimeter, which will be the rest of those countersunk screws that I have there on the table. Well, on top of the towel. Now you will have some parts left over, and that's a Team Associated thing. I'm kidding. I keep saying it's a Team Associated thing. Team Associated's not the only brand that does this stuff. I mean, this you're going to use later for the wing, so just save it. These go here. So don't worry about it. You don't have random spare parts. I mean, they're spare parts. Well, no, they're not even spare parts. You're going to be using them. So you have parts that are going to be left over, but you're going to need them later. And that's very common with Team Associated kits. They'll put parts in a bag that you won't need until later, and then they'll put parts in a bag that you need sooner rather than later. But again, their kits are a relatively good price when you compare them with some of the other ones. So that's probably where the savings is coming from. Right? Finding ways to save money can be a headache, and this is definitely a headache. And it's less expensive, so you're saving money. Saving money is a headache. I'm kidding. Let's see, 2 more screws. And after this, I'll actually install the sway bar. It's not going in. Let's try this one. Oh, wait, hold on. There's no screws that go there. Let me double check this. No screws go there. It's up here. All right, yeah, don't go here. I just took a peek and there's plastic behind there. So the 4 screws, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4, and then the last 2 are going to be holding the brace. That's why those screws weren't threading in. So you will have these 2 that are going to be open. Alright, let's keep those there. Oops. There we go. All right, and this is going to go on these last 2 holes right over here. And one of them is not fully tight. That one's not tightened all the way. Did that on purpose. So I'm going to tighten this one first all the way. There we go. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and just attach the sway bar, and then I can be finished with everything. So for the sway bar is going to go here. These are going to attach on the forward most. And one of the things to note is, here we go. Okay, so one of them's gonna fit on one side. I'm gonna go ahead and use the smaller pliers for this. I'll go ahead and put these on the arm. So all I'm doing is I'm putting this here on the arm, sticking this little needle nose in there, and clipping on. And that's it. Now I can go ahead and do that over here. Put a little plastic piece here, hold it, and then just sort of grab the edge and it'll snap on. I don't use these. Yeah, actually, I don't even think they fit. Maybe they fit. I have no idea. And this one's going to go on the other side. And there we go. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Go ahead and put the bottom one first. Oh, this slid off. Still sliding off. Oh, first one was easier. There we go. And that's complete. So we have this and the front, and now we can move on to bag 7 on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment below if you have any questions, comments, difficulties. Please subscribe if you have not, and I'll catch you in the next one.
What? Oh, my hair! My tongue! My rod!